let's say you had a son, nephew, little brother when you was younger, who came to you for advice uh, about dealing with girls, talking to girls. What's some advice that you would give to him?
Well, I'm a mindset guy, so I'm gonna tell you what I would just tell my son, and this is advice that's going to affect the way that he deals with girls. Because
That's the
I'm
most
not
important.
already even gonna tell him about the girl shit first, because that's not supposed to be the most important thing. So the first thing is put yourself first. You can't help nobody else if you not 100, right? So that's gonna cross over into the dating, right? So your woman wants you to put her on a pedestal, but that can't happen if you're putting yourself first.
Hmm.
If you have a passion or a goal or something above anybody, not even just her, then that's what's going to keep you aligned with your purpose and your goals. So that's the first thing that I would tell them. The second thing that I would tell them is never expect yourself out of other people. I learned this lesson maybe only like 5 years ago. I would stress myself out off of wondering like, how come they would do this? Why would they do that? How come they don't see this? And I would like spend a lot of energy stressing myself out. And once I got to the point like, man, you are expecting people to do what you would do. And once I release that, then it's just like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like my life opened up. The third thing that I would do, and you see how everything with the mindset transitions over to the dating,
Exactly.
right? See, that's the real game. These cats, y'all learn how to expert level pussy chase, bro. That's like for kids. We don't want to chase the women, bro, because you cannot lead when you chasing them.
I
Think
agree.
about that. You cannot lead the women when you chasing them. So, the third thing that I would tell you is to travel the world, get a passport, because you know sometimes your circumstances where you live, you might not have access to certain types of women and shit. Like if you're a kid and you grew up in Colombia as a child, you have a certain expectations of women, and if you live in Idaho, you don't even know what a dime is or a nine is or whatever. They might not be around. So the point of that is um you learn what you like when you deal with more women. You think you know you if you just go to your high school, I like this one, I like that one, like that ain't shit.
Right.
Like you need to go different places. Like go to Africa, the women gonna like treat you like a king. Go to Colombia, they gonna rub you down. Go to Asia, they gonna bow at you.
Yeah.
um each place has its own thing. Like I always use New York for example. If I grew up in New York, I assume all women was tough like that, that'll fuck me up. And because in Cali, it's not just another state; it's like a whole different vibe.
Right.
I'm from Oakland, California, if y'all don't know, so it's just a whole different vibe. Say over here in the Bay, and then I'm 44 too, so I'm like, because the Bay now is gentrified, so I gotta let that be known that I'm from the for real Bay, right?
Right.
And so, um, we're all about the mindset and what a woman, how she vibes with us. But then let's say Atlanta is big on, hey, I bought the bar app, man. I blew a bag on her. See, that's not looked down in that community. That's not looked down on. But here it is. So it's like you got to get out your environment too to see
Yeah.
how other people live and shit. You know?
I do want to touch on this because I've noticed this. So my siblings, my dad, he got around a lot. So a majority of my siblings, they were born and raised in California, right? And how you said it's a different vibe. It is a completely different vibe. And what I'm learning is it's a lot of game in California. I'm from Maryland, the DMV area. I felt like we had the smoothest people in the world. Like I just felt like we dealt with girls a little better because we dealt with inner city girls with that attitude a little bit. So we understand how to maneuver around those type of girls. But you mentioning that every girl is different in every area is also very true because I recently went to Atlanta and I seen how they act. I just got back from Atlanta and I could tell off their vibes that they act different. My brother's wife, born and raised in California, she acts very different. So what you're saying is very important. That's something I've never even spoke on or touched on. Um, but to piggyback on, oh, go ahead. You look like you have something to say.
No, I'm just riding. That's put some fires in the chat if it's some fire game being spit. I need to
Now they
know.
already said not his game. So You mentioned mindset. I feel like
And
my
real quick, I do want to say important for the young, for the older cats too. You feel me? I'm pushing 50, and I still out here. I can have any woman I want, and I can go any place that I want. So don't ever think that your life getting over when you 35, and you gotta fucking go find a wife and shit, or you got your baby mama and you about to get 40. You want to marry her. You don't really want to marry her, but you gonna do it because you getting older.
yeah.
Nah, fuck that shit. I ain't got no kids. I got 3 dogs, and I can do whatever the fuck I want.
So I do want to mention how important mindset is because I'm not gonna sit here and fake. I'm gonna give you a little background. The reason that I started making this content was because I used to be the simp, the suck up lover boy. It was all I knew. My mom was very affectionate, and like my daddy had 7 kids. My dad knew a lot about it, but he didn't really tell me. Yeah, I know. I need to cop one of your books. I ain't gonna lie. I actually want to. We're gonna figure something out at the end of the call because
Oh,
I want
you
to.
well, it's all good.
Yeah,
I got you.
I wanna get some copies, and I wanna like buy like 3 copies and give it to 3 people in my chat so we could that they can have it. But what I wanna talk about is how important the mindset is because once I have my mindset shift is when my life changed. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Are you familiar with Taekwondo?
Yeah.
Yes. So I came across his page. I joined his Patreon, and that changed my life like forever. Like I haven't been able to see shit the same. It opened up my brain a lot, and I try to teach them how important the mindset is. That's the first thing I talk about in my Patreon. What is the ideal mindset? Like if somebody came to me and they're coming to me and probably you about girls, how do you let them know that girls isn't your problem? The mindset is what you need to fix and everything else will follow. Like it's going to be hard for them to understand that because they don't have that mindset. All they is worried about the end result. So how do you like what are
Yes.
some things that you tell them that will help them realize like okay, I need to fix this in order to get good in this area?
I'm gonna tell you this. Time is a motherfucker. So guess what? Every year, you may not make the quota, but you want to start. So this is about to be 2020-25. So you can start from this time. Start looking at it like that's your last year. That's gonna change the way you do everything. It's gonna change the way you work out. It's gonna change the way you date. It's gonna change the way you think. For real, the doctor told you you got cancer, and you gonna pass away December 25 on Christmas. You're gonna stop fucking around, ain't you?
Hell yeah, you're right.
You know, simple as that.
Okay, that's
It's gonna
not.
change everything. If you got a girlfriend or and she's on that bullshit, shit, baby, I got 3 more months. I'm down to my last 90 days. I ain't got time for it. Boom. See, it just hacks. I'm giving y'all hacks.
Yeah,
Changes everything.
it's psychological
See,
things
I'm gonna give y'all. See, I know what y'all want, but I'm gonna give y'all
which
better.
I need. We know what they want, but we got to give them what they need. This is going to change their life because this is the things that I needed. I thought so. A little more backstory. I thought I was losing these girls. I thought it was something. I thought it was something materialistic, like I can attract them, but they wouldn't stay. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? What am I doing? I'm the perfect nigga. I was not. I wasn't the perfect nigga. I wasn't. I didn't have my self love. I didn't have my purpose first. I wasn't leading. I didn't know how to be assertive. All these things that they look for in a man, I wasn't that. So I had to learn that. And once I learned it, I realized and seen the difference almost instantly the next girl I dealt with. Um, but you had mentioned something in our game call about the abundance mindset. So what does the abundance mindset look like to you? What is the abundance mindset? Thanks for the follow attributes.
The abundance mindset is living without attachments and living without entitlement.
Living without
You
attachments
see,
and without
I'm
entitlement.
giving y'all that's a paragraph that I gave y'all in 2 words.
Let
That
it
was a summary.
let it sink in. No, no. So living without
Once you just
attachment.
you
Yeah,
you figure those two out, you're gonna say aha. Tell them to put aha in the chat. Cause let's think about it. Okay, entitlement, abundance. Abundance is open. Entitlement is closed. right? So when you are entitled, you have expectations. Abundance is no expectations. You're countering your emotions. You're countering from negative to positive. That's abundance, you know. That's abundance. You kill the entitlement, you kill the expectation. And once you kill the expectation, you can live free. You
Is
do things. You do things. If someone doesn't like what you do, you don't expect them to. See how it works?
yeah, it makes
That's
sense
how it
that
doesn't
way.
affect you. It doesn't affect you at that point.
Okay.
You know.
Did you grow up like this? Did you learn this? Did you always have this mindset? Was there certain experiences that you went through that helped you get this mindset?
It's weird because I always did, bro, and it's just the universe because I don't know where I got it from. I didn't get it from my father because he died when I was 3. I never remembered him.
Okay.
So it's just kind of weird. Certain things that I know and certain things that I do. I don't know. It's just the universe just tells me to do these things, man. And I don't know. Like, um, yeah. Even when I was a kid, bro. Like, see, the thing is I have a superior mindset, but it has nothing to do with just dating women. You can call it Machiavellian. I'm a chess player. I'm very calculated. I'm like, if we're playing hopscotch and you start at one, I'm already on number four. So when it comes to women, um, well, let me give y'all some dating games. So boom. So as far as the women, so this is and tell them I want to make sure they're paying attention. Press two. So press a two if you want me to summarize how I got this mindset from dating women. Because if y'all
Drop
don't
a
want to know
two.
it, I can teach it for myself.
Drop a two. Or he gonna gatekeep the game.
I put it in a book.
We got a two right there. Two. Two. All right, they listening. They tapped in. They locked in.
Okay, so when I was younger, and you can even like go to my Instagram, international.afi, and I posted a couple of throwbacks on there. So even when I was in high school, I still was kind of like an older type of cat. I always hung out with older people. My sister, her friends, like So if I'm 7 or 8, I'd be around the teenagers. I'd be around. So I knew how to mix in that environment at an early age. So when I started dating, when I first started dating, you get your first couple of bodies. But once I start knowing what to do and how to do it, I start dating grown women, right? So when I'm 17 and 18, some of these women would be 25, 26. I had a couple 34, 38. My oldest one was 43. That was actually one of my high school friends' mamas. I
God.
gave him a hard time about that. I used to cook him about that. I used to cook his ass about that. Um, so
They gonna ask you how, but I want to listen to this because you're gonna drop some game deeper than just how. I'm already knowing.
so when I was dealing with the older women, I'm only 18. I don't have no money. I didn't have no car, and if I did have a car, it wasn't I didn't have a car till women was liking me. Well, let me stop because I did have a little. Okay, I'd had a car later, but it wasn't because of that. That happened a little later. So I would deal with the older women. They had their own spots. Um, they want to because they want the sex from the young cat. They deal with people their age. They fucking like dog them out, lie and
They
cheat.
yeah.
I'm young, so they want to fuck me, and so I want to fuck them too. So when I got a couple of them off, it made me used to being served. Because if you young and you deal with older women, that's the bait that they use. If you are a younger cat and you have dated an older woman, think about what she enticed you by. She probably enticed you by money, food, or sex. Put a 3 in the chat. It was one of those 3. You see, when you're a teenager and you meet the young girl, The young girl want to be your girlfriend and she want to go on dates and shit. When you meet the 25-year-old, she wants somebody to come over there and knock that shit down and not give her a hard time. So when you're dealing with these women, so I'm getting used to getting breakfast for me. Come over here, I'm gonna rub your feet. We can
Okay.
fuck. Woo, watch TV. And so that's that type of shit. When you get used to that, and then when you deal with women outside that, and they like, oh, my favorite food is seafood. It's just like, well, you gonna cook it or what? Like, why you telling me? So you get used to serve. So the older women, because that was their bait, and they already had their own shit, so they would serve me, right? Because that's that. Like I said, they don't expect nothing out of me because I'm a teenager.
Right.
Other than dick, and you want to be, of course, you want to be funny and charismatic, but they know I'm not about to pay their bills. I could take them on a date, but it's not expected. I got homework and shit. But they do want that dick though.
Didn't you drop a book on charisma?
I did book. It's called Art of Charisma. Yep.
How important would you say that is for dealing with women? Because I know a lot of them are like, how is he doing these things? Like, how does he have these stories? A lot of these guys aren't in that position.
Charisma is key. Um, Charisma is basically success and confidence combined. That's
Success
what
and
creates
confidence.
charisma.
Okay. You give us a little gem from the book, a little something they could leave away with.
Well, no, like, so you can be successful, you can win, but it can be luck, it can be timing. When you are successful because you're confident, confidence equals success.
Right.
Confidence plus success equals cockiness. Those three equals charisma.
Some people say cockiness is a bad thing. Can you break down? But is it really cockiness or is it just extreme confidence? Supreme confidence.
Well, it has to go with your personality.
Okay.
If you're already annoying as fuck and then you're hella fucking confident and cocky and shit, you're gonna turn people away.
Right.
You have to be likable to be super arrogant. Like like American Idol, the one who used to wear the black shirt. He was cocky as hell and shit, but that was everybody's favorite character though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They
Okay.
couldn't wait to see what type of asshole shit he was going to Simon.
Simon Cowell.
Yeah, they want to see the asshole shit he about to say. Even though they say they don't like him, they can't. Kevin Samuels, they say they don't like him, but they
They
can't
want to
stop
hear what he
watching
got to
him.
say.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You absolutely right.
Yeah.
Chat, drop some fire emojis if y'all getting game. I knew he was gonna get gamed up today. I knew he was gonna get gamed up today. So he did have a question in the chat. Said whenever you talk to a girl, it's like she's expecting you to stop talking to all these females and be loyal. So how do you break out of that?
Um, I don't know if y'all ever seen Boomerang, but there's a part in there. Um, what's his name? He died. Bang, 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 bang. And he said there's a part where he says, don't get pussy with whipped out pussy." So I'm saying that to say, when you go into situations, you want her to come in your frame. You don't want to go into her frame. So that's the reason why you should always deal with women who like you a little bit more or really into you. Because when they are into you, they will adapt to your frame. When you're into them, you adapt to their frame. You already explaining yourself to her because you don't want to lose her. But if she don't want to lose you, she explains herself to you.
Right.
So when you start these situations, you start it off. You have to be a man, and once you are a man, then you have a frame for her to fall in. So if you have a frame for her to fall in, that's how you counter it. You see what I'm saying? If women see you as value, they ain't gonna test you off the rip like that because they gonna know if I pull up to a Starbucks and the woman see me get out a fucking Bentley and I got 10 chains on and a fur coat on, she knows I have bitches. I don't have to tell her first.
Right.
So she sees that value, even though it's toys, she's already like, oh, he's a player, woo, woo, woo. Or hey, she's already doing this because she already understands what I am.
Mm-hmm.
See, some subconsciously. So when women they who do you don't. This is really key. You don't always feel like you have to give an answer. That's where you niggas lose at. Sometimes you just shrug shit off. Well, women, hey babe, where was you at today? How you feeling, babe? You feel me? Which
Yeah.
what I'm saying is more important.
Yeah.
We don't have time for frivolous conversation.
Yeah.
So that's how, like, you have to, in order to lead, you have to be a director. You ever peep? There's directors have the director's cap on. That's a director's vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Director's cap, director's chair. That's a vibe. That's energy. So, of course, women are going to say little shit, but they don't mean, but they have to test it. They're a woman, bro. A woman she's gonna say take me on a date, whether she thinks you are or she think that you're not. She gotta throw it out there. That's what women do. But you're not required to say yes, and you're not supposed to feel like if I don't say yes, I might not get no ass. No, you flip it. You know, I like this. For example, so my girl, she took me to a date, just a random one, and we went to Float, which is like a place that you just sit in hot salt water and shit. See, that's some fly shit. So but it's not like millionaire shit. But what I'm saying is when women are attentive to you, they create opportunities to see you.
Right.
They will create it. If a woman know you like a movie and she want to see you, she's gonna say, "Babe, let's go to the movies." She ain't gonna say, "Babe, can you take me to the movies?" Because you might say no. But if she's into you, she'll offer to take you.
Right.
You see, that's leverage. If you ever peep about the women that you're usually into, they're usually women who listen to you, shut the fuck up, and was you see what I'm saying? So the thing is, there's a science to that, and some women understand the science. So sometimes women, you feel like, oh, they cooking and they cleaning because you just the boss smack. No, it's because they understand the science.
Right.
That's another layer.
Larry, I don't think they're ready for it. So, what I noticed with them, I feel like I can relate to them, so I know what position they've been in before as well. Is this way of thinking is something that they're not used to. They're used to thinking emotionally, right? They're into thinking, well, I don't want to hurt her, or like you said, I don't want to lose her. What do you feel like they have to go through experiences to change this? Truthfully, I know you said this is not, it's not really something that you've been in position, but I don't know if you've coached people who've changed their mindset, or if they had to go through something and this was a realization. Like, do you know, or do they actually have to experience it to go to change how they think?
It depends on what type of student you are. There's different levels of students.
You're right.
There's students who think they know more than you, so they is gonna have to bump their heads. There's students that are willing to learn and want to learn and eager to learn. See, they ain't gonna have to bump their heads that many times. They want coaching, so they won't bump their heads. No, you don't have to fuck up because that would how everything's evolved. Technology's evolved to where you don't have to be a knucklehead. If you want a mentor, you can go out and get one. If you want an online pimp, you can find one.
Right.
20 years ago, if you wasn't a pimp, you wasn't talking to no pimp. See? So it's super easy to get in position now. You asked me something. Oh, yeah, let me say something else, too, real quick.
Go
So
ahead.
I don't want to seem like I'm Superman. I've never had problems with women. Now, I have had problems in relationships, though, because that's normal shit. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm normal and like I just shoot and just hit 100. Like, no, I don't. I ain't never worried about like women they stressing me out or fucking flaking on me. But when you're in a relationship, as y'all already know, that's a different ball game because you
Right.
with one person and y'all doing all of this shit. So then, yeah, I've had problems in relationships and shit. Yeah, So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that.
Got you.
But dating and relationships, but real quick, but dating and relationships are two different things, and that's why the internet shit's fucked up because they just throw it out as dating, but really it needs to be relationship game, dating game, and wanting to fuck bitch game.
Right.
Because that's three different levels of advice they just throwing out there. And for the people that don't know what they're doing, they just catching whatever they can catch. And that's how come they're not it's not resonating.
That's facts.
You
I
know?
can agree with that.
If
I
you
can agree with that.
if you want a girlfriend and a side girlfriend, that's not the same thing as if you were one dude with four bitches. It's different shit that you have to do. And also having a girlfriend is hard. A lot of you guys think that having a girlfriend is easy, and that's why you value it because you feel like, okay, if I find a girl, we like each other, we get to fucking shit, then that shit's easy. No, it's the
Right.
hardest, bro. It's the hardest because the women know all of your tricks when they see you every day and shit. If I see a woman once every Sunday, I can pull the wool over her shit easy.
Right.
But I'm living with the chick. She know all my weak shit. She know I'm insecure about my weight. She knows that my mom's a soft spot. You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
bitch I'm fucking ain't gonna know all of that.
You're right.
So that's the reason why you want relationships, but relationship is the hard mode. Just to let y'all know,
I agree with
fucking
you.
the different women is the easier shit.
I agree with you. But I feel like a lot of them they don't want to ever get to that level because some of them are really just scared to approach.
Yeah.
And then some of them they were in the mindset that I was in where it's like whatever it is like whatever makes her happy, you cool with. That's why I had to get out my last relationship because I was doing a lot of things that made her happy that would make her shut the fuck up because she was getting on my nerves until I couldn't take it no more. And I don't want a lot of people to go through that because I was with her for I wouldn't say it wasn't a terrible, but it was I was with her for a long time, but it did hit a point where it was like, nah, I can't keep doing something for somebody that I'm not benefiting from. Like my life is not happy. And I feel like it's very important that guys don't understand that, like especially these people, because they may have lacked relationships in the past in dealing with women. They want to know about approaching. Right, we react to a lot of Goldie, and I quote a lot of his stuff as far as getting chosen from mouth's closed and choosing girls that choose you. I've heard that a lot from California people because there's a group called the Minorities, and they quote a lot of things. They read a lot of Pimp and Ken, and they got a lot of game. So, how do you feel about approaching girls? Do you feel like you can find a girl that is that would choose you off of approach or that'll like you really off approach? Is that something that is built? Break that down for them in your eyes.
When you know your assets, it's easy to use your assets as bait. So building yourself as a man. So that's how you get assets. So let me use three examples. Body. If you know that you work out and you got a nice body, well, that's your asset. If you're familiar with your asset, then you know how to bait that. How do you bait that? If you have a nice body, go to the gym where bitches like bodies. Go to the beach where you can show it. Where you see what I'm
That's
saying? Go
game.
to Home Depot and shit and wear like a tank top or some shit. See?
That's game.
If it's money, then how do you flex your money? Go to places where you can show it. Go to places where they got valet and you can use your car and show the Bentley or show the Benz. Boom. Um, if your bait is your mind, then go to like poetry places and shit like that where you can showcase your shit.
Okay.
Go to improv where you can use your talking points. You see what I'm saying? You those are the assets. When you know what they are, you know how to bait them.
Right.
And talking as full, you just use your environment. And your best friend is hello, how are you doing? That's the best pickup shit. Because once you say that, you're gonna tell how interested she is from there.
Right.
Then that's what layer of game you put. If she's not that interested, that doesn't mean that you go harder. That means fall the fuck back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when talking to women, stop talking to women to where you want to like get them or not. Just introduce yourself to women and see where it goes.
See how
It
receptive
takes
they
the
are.
edge off. You're looking at this shit like a pass or fail fucking test, and it's just really you just talking to a motherfucker. If you see an old lady, you gonna say hi to her. So why you just can't say hi to the bad bitch? Say hi to her too.
They're saying you dropping
Yeah.
too much game. You surprised, brother? You surprised? So look, I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious to what were your assets? What are some things you're saying that you use to your strengths? Because it sounds like you use your mindset a lot, and I feel like for me, that's my strong suit. My mindset and being able to learn, and then my ambition, being able to motivate. And when girls see how I move and how I think,
I can give you 10 things without talking about looks, without talking about money, without talking about status.
I
I
want to hear
can give you
you.
like yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's the easy ways.
Go ahead, do
Those are
you?
the
We just
those
want
are
to
the
hear
easy
you. I
ones.
want to hear what you got.
Mm.
Maybe back in the day, because even when you said you had a car, but you ain't had no money when you was younger, you know what they wanted. But I'm sure they don't just want it from anybody. Like you know what I'm saying. You got to be a certain type of nigga to attract certain girls. So, what would you say some of your best features
We'll
are?
play connect. Only a genius can do this type of stuff. We'll play connect the dots with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. Whoever y'all listen to after this is gonna be cold, bro, because they're not gonna be able to teach y'all like this.
Right.
I'm a teacher by trade, so that's how I see. See, you can just because you know a lot of shit don't mean you can teach it right.
Facts.
I can be fucking 50 hoes per month, but that don't mean I can tell y'all how to do it.
Exactly. I
So
learned that.
that's where the level comes in. But boom, I got three small dogs. That's all you really need. I got three small dogs. So women love small dogs, so that's a part of my assets. That's my bait. Um, they're all completely different. So a woman will like one of the three. You put clothes on the dogs, that's upping it times 10. Now you're on, you can't walk 5 minutes without an approach coming to you. I shouldn't even told y'all that.
They not gonna use it. That's game though. I'm not gonna lie. That's game.
Having the dogs shows that I'm nurturing. So women see that.
Yeah.
He may be a good father.
Yeah. They ain't big dogs either. Them the little dogs. So that you got to be three of them too.
Creative. Women don't meet men that are creative. Men, even if you got a good job, if you got a good car for the majority, most men are drifters, meaning they live by other people's means. I live on my own terms. Women are attracted to that. They haven't been exposed to it, really. So I'm creative. What does creative mean? So that creative will connect to open-minded. So what happens when you're open-minded? When I'm a man and I'm dealing with a woman and I'm open-minded, I can open her mind.
Hell yeah. He knew he just dropped the gym. He knew he just dropped the gym chat. Now that's facts though.
I just feel like I'm so cold that one day I'm gonna be on TV blowing people's minds, and so you cats can be like, "Afi Kingdom, I been knew about him." You hella
Afi,
lame.
are you on TikTok at all?
Yeah, I'm on TikTok.
How
I
often
think
you
it's
post on TikTok? We're gonna chat it up because that's how I'm growing a lot, and you're gonna have a lot of game. I'm posting some of these clips on here too, so I'm gonna make sure I tag you as well.
if you just download this video and like send it to me, I'll drop it on my YouTube.
I got you.
Mm. Um, so I could open a woman's mind. So what does that mean? It means I can introduce her to new concepts, different ways of thinking, right? Thinking, writing. I'm an author, connects to that. So I have books. I have a series of book called Finesse Game. Now, Finesse Game really means find intent uh, necessary, never empower someone else's endeavors.
Holy shit.
So that book is meant for women to learn how to treat men. Okay, so I can teach a woman my principles by her reading my book. I don't have to
You
sit on the phone with her for
planting seeds
I don't
early.
gotta sit on the phone with her for 5 hours. We don't gotta go on 5 dates. If she reads this book, first off, she's gonna be impressed that I wrote the book,
Hell
and
yeah.
most likely I'm gonna let her listen to it, so she's gonna hear somebody else's voice read some shit that the nigga who she fucking wrote.
Yeah.
She's gonna be turned on the next time. Like, wow, you did that? Yeah, I did that. You know what I'm saying? You know?
And the pitching, what I learned as well, girls, they're stalkers too. So regardless, she gonna read that book. She gonna find out you got certain content. She do content. She gonna be watching you when you're gone.
Yep. And I want her to. That's the whole point. Even like social media. I hear guys say don't social media game is weak. If your Instagram is weak, of course you ain't gonna get no bitches.
Right.
My Instagram is good, so I get bitches off of mine.
Right.
It don't even matter how many followers I got or a blue check. It's just the fact that I post shit that women like. Food, travel, books. You see, the same shit. So that's like my online resume. You come to my page, you're gonna see my dogs, you're gonna see my books, you're gonna see other books that you probably heard about.
Right.
You're gonna see cats giving me validation, so they're gonna be like, well, who is this nigga who everybody giving this fire signs to?
Right.
Now I'm more important in her eyes. That's 5. You thought I was lost.
I bet you
That
we
was
do more
5.
than 10.
6. I'm very dominant. Women love a dominant man, and being dominant ain't just yelling and shit.
I want to talk about
Does
this. I'm gonna write down. You like
does it look?
six?
Can y'all feel the press of one? Can y'all feel the dominance to the fact where I know what the hell I'm saying? But press of one. But the thing is, I ain't raised my voice one time.
Hell nah. I
That's
want to talk about
dominance
that. That
energy.
was gonna be my next question. We gonna stay right here. We on number 6. I'm gonna make sure you don't forget. We on 6.
Yep.
So let's talk about it
7.
because hold on, I don't want to skip past it. So a lot of people they'll consume the red pill content, or they'll consume some of the messages that they hear about being dominant and assertive and being a man, and they'll take it. They don't. They take it for like exactly what it is, and then they'll go treat women like shit. Like I feel like there's a you that's a mindset part of it, but you still have to understand human behavior. You still have to know how to say certain things to make people receptive to it. So can you break that down?
What breakdown dominance?
Yeah, like yeah, just break it down. Break down dominance and how I feel like there's a correct way. I feel like there's a correct way to be dominant because most people will sit here and then will go yeah, like you said, yell, and they don't really understand that there's a finesse to it. Or
Well, that's what I was going to say.
go ahead.
Yeah. A lot of you guys don't have finesse in your game, and it's just not in you though. So I'm gonna just keep it real. Like I said this on a recent interview, like PIMP, that video with 50 Cent and Snoop. Even though 50 was supposed to be the pimp, he don't have that fight. He had that fedora on, a white tank top, a shiny belt, and some white jeans. He didn't even though it was his song, he didn't have Snoop had to come say the song. He wasn't really pimping. So the finesse is being able to see your side and also her side. So I learned this from being a teacher. There's different types of students and there's different types of learners. So I got Johnny over here, or let's y'all like bitches. I got Rebecca over here. Well, Rebecca, if I give her a high five and tell her she's the best, that I got her soul now. Tamika over here, she got daddy issues. So if I yell at her and put her down, well then I'll have her soul. This one over here, she like kind words. So I'm gonna call her beautiful. I'm gonna call her sexy. I'm gonna tell her I've been thinking about her all day. See, but I can't tell this one that. I can't tell the good. See what I'm saying? So that's where the discernment comes in. And once you have discernment, then you can learn the art of finesse. I'm the coldest.
Man, I tell them when you can take the time to genuinely understand a person, then you know how to properly treat them in the right way. And I've been called manipulative for this, but I only say it's manipulative if I have bad intent. My intentions are never bad. I just know how to listen to somebody, based how they think, how they move, and treat them the right way in order for me to be treated the way I want to be treated. It's a finesse thing. If you look at it as manipulating, that's you. But I don't think it's manipulative. I feel like that's how we should be operate throughout the world, because it's mutual benefit there. I'm taking the time to know how you think, to know how you move, so I can treat you properly. And in return, I know it's going to result in me being treated properly. But earlier, you did say you can't expect people to think like you and move like you. So there's levels. I don't want to get too comfortable thinking that way, but for the most part, it hasn't failed me yet. Where I take the time to get to know the person I'm talking to, see how they think, because it allows me to be on the same page as them.
Oh, um,
I don't know if you wanted to touch up more on that, or if you wanted to continue with your list. But if you wanted to continue with the list, you're still at 6, so you're on number 7.
seven, I'm well traveled. That's very attractive to women. If you travel and you like post on your stories, 9 times out of 10, a woman is gonna ask you when you gonna take me. Easy as bait.
The one that do like you.
Um,
I don't want them to get they
yeah,
just
but it
get to
just
that stage
also
and be
gives
like,
you a lot. But it gives you a lot to talk about. It's the travel shit that connects to that. To 8, just have an experience. Like I've been, I've skydived before multiple times. I've been scuba diving. I've fucking inner tubed in caves with bats. I've hang glided. I've fucking what else? I've been on canoes and shit. Not canoes, kayaks in Puerto Rico where the lights where the water is tainted, and when you put the paddles in the water, it lights up. Um, I fucking went ATV and extreme ATV in Africa in the dunes. Excuse me, I did that in Dubai. See what I'm saying? I've rode camels. I've touched alligators. You see? That gives me so much talked about. So much to talk about.
do you feel like
So much to.
hold on, do you feel like I want to make this clear, because a lot of them are young, and like I said, they take everything quite literal. A lot of their problems, if they may overtalk, and that loses it fucks up their chances with their girls, is because they just talk too much. So is there a balance, or is that something you think they should fix based on,
Yeah, you gotta learn. You gotta learn when to shut the fuck up.
okay, because I don't want them to compromise who they are to do what girls like. But what, go ahead.
You gotta learn when to shut the fuck up. For one, for two, you need to use less words and more statements. Eat that.
Be concise.
Yeah, and like I say, everything isn't to be returned. If a woman asks you some shit and you think it's stupid, you could just look at her, bro. She'll understand. Just how I just did y'all right there. Or else she just gonna sit there like an idiot, or she gonna just sit there and keep asking. It's gonna drive her crazy because she ain't getting no response. So after 2 or 3 times, she'll get that. This mean next
Just
question.
stop. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the power of energy. That's how you use no words and affect her. When you have the power of energy and influence, if you want to punish a woman, all you gotta do is remove yourself.
Presence. As a man, our power is presence. I learned that.
Y'all be trying to figure out all these fucking things. Would that be? It's because you ain't hit her hard enough. That's the reason why you got problems. You ain't hit her hard enough.
What does that mean to the?
Impact her life.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Y'all
are
thought I meant sex. What over your head? Y'all thought I meant sex. That's peasant shit.
what are what are some ways that you would say could impact a woman? I'm gonna give the ways that I told them because maybe you'll have something different. I just tell them, well, my way is like I said, I'm motivated, I'm determined, and it's not necessarily what I'll tell them to do. It's through my actions. So when they see me work, my work schedule, and how dedicated I am, when they hear me talk about certain things, and they hear the inflections in my voice when I'm talking about certain topics, those are the things that leave an impact on a girl because she hasn't really met a man who has been as dedicated to his journey as I have been, or who has been as intellectual on a topic that I have been. Um, I'm not really into impressing her, but I also feel like learning her can give you the best impact as well. But go ahead.
Hold on, because you just ended in the middle. So what questions you have? What am I answering?
What are some of the biggest ways, or what are some ways, you know what I'm saying, you can impact a woman?
Oh, yeah. Easy shit, bro. Teach her a language. Yeah, just think about that. If you teach a woman a whole language, or introduce her to the concept, that's a connection. Teach her a language, that's hardcore. It's not that you taught her a language, it's that you introduced her to a new concept. You grew with her, you influenced her, you taught her. Because it was your idea, not her idea.
Right.
Second one is introduce her to new concepts. Maybe she's a woman in the streets. Maybe she ain't seen the water before. You know? Maybe she ain't never went camping before. Me and mine, we went whitewater rafting and shit. You know? That's what we do it every year. You know what I mean? So
Introduce them to new
nature shit.
things,
Yeah.
new
Art. I'm an
experiences.
artist. I sculpt. I got sculptures all over my fucking house. I know how to make sculptures. So I can teach my woman that. I can teach my woman how to paint. I know how to paint. Step by step and shit. Follow my lead through my interests. You see what I'm saying? She's following my lead through my interests. And now they become her interests.
Yeah. It's factual. Factual. A chat. So I want to do a Q&A. If they have any questions, I don't want to take up too much of your time. So chat, if y'all got any questions, any topics that y'all want Ivy to touch on, go ahead and drop them down. I know I done kind of missed some. Y'all questions is long and he's talking, so I ain't about to interrupt him to ask them questions. Let's see.
How they feel about the stream? Are they learning something? Are they getting more than they
Nah, for
expected? Are
sure.
they getting less than expected?
So like I said, a couple of them knew who you were, so they was expecting it. A couple of people, they dropping fire emojis. They saying, wow, like it makes sense. They say the paint shit work too. Literally paint. That's why you take your energy back and forth. They having realizations in the chat. I see what he's saying, but it's okay. All right, here we go. He said, I see what he's saying, but it seems like in society today, it's all about pleasing your woman and not showing resistance and making things rocky in any way.
So you going to follow society, or you going to be a Renaissance man and let the woman follow you? Remember, we talked about that earlier. That's what the creative open the mind concept. You missed that one. If you when you wake up, does your mom tell you to follow the narrative? No. And if she does, you don't listen to your mom every time you want to. You listen when she tell you don't have sex in the house. You have sex in the house when she go out of town. So you don't listen to your mom. When you listen to her when it's convenient.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we gonna scratch that. When you wake up, does the universe tell you listen to the narratives? No. So that means you can wake up and you can tell yourself
Your
that's not to
choice.
follow the narrative.
That was
You're
game.
making the choice to do that shit.
That was game.
Just like if you don't want to be married, you don't have to be married. If you don't want kids, you don't have to be kids. Yeah, I can say what the narrative says, but what the fuck gonna make you happy, fool? That's the narrative.
That's game.
You got that one?
That's
That's the narrative.
game.
Kill that fucking society. Fuck all that bullshit, bro. Fuck you talking about?
I gotta see. Let me get your TikTok because these are you have so many clips this one stream, and I need to. The people need to hear this. Like you said, there's a lot of bad dating advice out there, and I feel like the real needs to be pushed out because like I said, I pay for it. Goldie talks about paying and investing as well. I got that in the Patreon, um, but I still feel like everybody should at least know it really starts in your mindset and your perspective. Um, so I really think that you should. I don't know how
You can
active you
always
are.
tap. I mean, I'll be on there. You can follow it, but I mean, I can. You can. I'm pretty sure y'all got Instagram and YouTube,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
y'all follow you my YouTube AFI Kingdom. Boom. You follow my. All you gotta do is Google search me, and all my shit gonna come. My
Okay.
TikTok gonna come out. My books gonna come up. My shirt gonna come up. My mama gonna come up. My sister gonna. Everything. Just type in AFI Kingdom. All my shit.
Okay.
And see that's another one because I could tell women to Google me and they gonna Google me and look what they see. Hella shit. See,
Hella books
that's what
too.
hard work. When you put in hard work, then that shit they just Google you, bro. They just see pages of you doing different shit, and then they call you. Then what's the vibe? What's the vibe? She didn't look at my Google search for 10, 20 minutes and looked at all the pages and shit. When I call her back, she's gonna be a different bitch because now she looks at me as an opportunity. See, it's different.
That's what happened when you put in that work, huh?
When the next time she gonna meet a young author who wrote 97 books? Never in her life.
Yeah, that's real different.
Not 27, 97. Like never. And that's just in 4 years. So you know what I'm saying? In a lifetime, I might write 150. You
So,
know.
what's your process behind writing? This ain't even got nothing to do with girls. I'm just curious on your writing side. Like, wake up, take an hour to write. You type it in notes, thoughts that come to your mind. Like,
Go deep. I'm gonna go deep on y'all. I was born to do it, bro. Some people are just good at shit, and some people just don't figure out what that is. It's just the same way how a 4-year-old can fucking do a Rubik's cube and I can't do it, but they don't even know how they can do it. They can just good do it. It's the same way there might be a 7-year-old and he watched one YouTube video and he can play the goddamn piano. It's the same way you can meet a 10-year-old who know how to dunk and shit and know how to cross teenage niggas. I just get the ideas, bro. Like I literally just get them. I was born to write, bro. I was born to influence. I've never had writing block. I'm working on 3 books right now. I just dropped 3 books 2 weeks ago.
I seen that.
It's not for money. It's for passion. Not bro. When I get ideas for books, they come complete packages.
I'm gonna say
All I
how long
gotta
is
do
the
is
writing
sit down and do
process?
it.
Yeah, how long is the writing process?
Shit, at this point, shit, it take me a week, bro. That's it. Because I already know what I want to do. Like it's just like how Jay Z get his flows together. That's how I get my shit. So boom, I can write down. I can write down. I can. It's just like the statement shit. So like I can write down a title. So if I say the title is, let me say some dark shit. You know, Heaven of Darkness. Okay, so if I name, see, just that's poetry type vibe. See, that's your bitch. She'll love me for that. You never talk to her like that.
Not my bitch.
You never
They
said that. You never.
bitch.
Yeah. No, but for real. So, boo, Heaven of Darkness. Just that one statement. That's like 15 pages. That's like the summary of what I see. I have all these images in the story. What do I call it? Boom. Now I can tell the story. Move on to the next shit. You know, and then it's just like I have different genres. So like I got my conversation series. That's all dark manipulative stuff. I got my underworld series, which is dark manipulative, but it's more connected to my personal shit. I got the Keys series. That's 11 books. That's all inspirational. Tony Robbins, feel good about yourself shit. I got my international series. That's all about travel and fucking with bitches in different places. I got my Underworld production series. That's 7 books. Those are all dialogue. So those are like plays, skits. So what do I want to do? Do I want to teach? Do I want to entertain? Do I want to get some game? Boom, add those 2 things, there go the book. Because that's going to choose how I write it.
Man, oh man, I really think that if you can,
If you guys want a free book, just send me a DM on Instagram. I'll give y'all a free book easy.
yeah, DM,
Easy one.
DM, DM. We're gonna DM Swego, DM Swego. That way, if you see a Swego, you know they came from me. So,
I got you.
oh, the marketing. I feel like if your face is all over the internet, those books will go crazy. Those books will go crazy because that's one thing I had to learn how important the marketing is, especially with the social media and growing the social media. The more often or the more frequent they see your face, the
That's
easier.
why I got my face on my books. It's branding.
Yeah, Brandon, you get
It's
it.
it's my face. It's me. They ain't gonna have to read the crest to know that I wrote this. I put myself on there on purpose. Yeah, I can go. I can go. If y'all want to see a stack of books, I could go show y'all a stack of books right
I
now.
want to see a stack of books.
All right, hold on.
I want to see a stack of
You want to see
books.
a stack of books? I'll show you. All right, let's see. You wanted to see a stack of books?
Yeah, I do. 97 books is that's not no normal shit.
Am I back on camera?
Yeah.
See,
Oh my gosh.
that's a stack of books, and I got 3 stacks like this.
Sheesh.
I'll show y'all some covers. See who that? Oh, that's me. Okay.
W stream. They're saying W stream.
See, I'm giving these bitches the artistic versions of me, every version.
How to network. I like that book.
I teach you how to be an author. I don't ask me. I got the book for it. I got a style book. Look at this. This book got pages like a magazine and shit. This is creativity. Nobody does shit like this. I could just keep going forever.
How often do
Tell me
you
when to stop.
I know you promote your books on your Instagram. How often do you promote your books on like certain interviews or when you cuz I feel like you got a book for everything. Like any question I had, I feel like you got a book for it.
It's set up. It's like the arts of communication. See, it's not.
That's
I got a
hard.
book just on talking. Martin Luther King. See me. See that?
Happy Luther King. What they talk about?
Use the sex. This is relationship shit.
So, hey, how old were you when you wrote your first book?
2000, 2000 and 2020.
Oh, damn, you just been knocking them out.
2020 August.
Damn.
Just
Hating
because I'm
promise.
doing this,
Nah, that's a,
I can still answer questions. This is the one you was asking about. I can still hear you. I can multitask.
I'm just I'm looking at all the titles because it's like you do have every book. I might
Master the conversation. It's fact
yes.
too.
I like that one. We might have to actually. I just got an idea. We gotta break down Offie books. We're gonna have a couple of stream days where we may order a book and we may sit there and we may break it down. That may be some Patreon game if we're being honest. I don't know. They might have to pay for that one.
They ain't say stop yet.
Nah,
Everybody said
they
stop.
ever thought of, they asked ever thought about making a PDF or a podcast. No, that charisma one, bro, he has a lot of books. Like I like the conversation skills one, the communication skills. Yeah, I know how I am about communication. I just feel like that's a hack. Did you did you read a lot coming up?
I got yeah, I've been reading since I was 4.
Okay.
I got the children's book for you cats. For you cats with baby mamas. I'm gonna be serving them this dope too. Cool Kid Goes to Vegas. Amazing Curious Shapes.
It said the
Remember I told you
notorious
about those
Offie.
lovely dogs I got? That's my two dogs. Two of them right there. The third one came later. Sibling Rivalry. Faceflip, a book about sculpting.
You just put all your knowledge in a
California
book.
Wall. This is about the architecture of California, because that's where I'm from. Travel book, international keys. You learn to travel first. The series connect. You learn to travel first, then you fuck with the bitches. You're an international player after you learn to travel shit first. International conversation. Look at this. Look like a passport,
Hey,
right?
dude, that's hard. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard.
International king. International player part two. So I go in, bro,
I like that.
and that ain't even all of them. That's just all I could bring in my arm right there. Y'all get the point though.
Nah, they fuck with you. Notorious Offie. They say communication gets you anything.
Y'all gotta understand that being a black man, that's not been done before. So even though it's regular now, in 10 or 15 years, that will be a feat.
Hell
Just
yeah.
how just how Donald Goins, like that's all I did when all I wanted to do. I looked up the Donald Goins and Iceberg Slim. So I wanted to. One of them got 12, one of them had 18. I said I want to top both of them, and
Oh yeah,
I
you
did that
did.
times 3 or 4.
I was about to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Chat.
But
And you
it's easy to get a lot of ideas when you have a podcast. You always talking shit, so you don't never run out of shit.
they said you have
I
PDF
don't.
versions of the book?
I do.
Okay. Audiobooks?
I do.
Matter of fact, I seen you post a little audio book on your Instagram. What app is that? It look like a specific app. Or do you have multiple apps you
Um,
listen to audiobooks on?
Different ones. I got my shit. I got my shit all around.
Okay.
Um, it's Audible. It's Google Books too. It's
Okay,
all types
okay.
of shit.
I got you. They said even swagger. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think I seen you in a chat. Y'all remember somebody told me to look up Mr. 1950, and it was like a little conference, and I seen you in the background. I'm like, I knew you looked familiar, and I had seen that. I seen you on
Oh,
YouTube. You said what?
I spoke at that.
What was that? What type of event was that?
It was Gang Kings. It was a seminar.
Okay. Sorry.
Me, Mr. Lucario, Miles Cunningham, 1950, Steve the Dean,
Steve Dean, I'm familiar with.
um, Boss Mac. That's it.
Game Kings.
Yeah. Mhm.
So
Yep, I spoke at the CME too. The conference in Mass, that's Donovan Sharp shit. I spoke at his shit too. I pride myself on being a personal speaker. Y'all probably wouldn't think about it, but now that I brought it up, you could probably see it. That's what I like to do.
so you would do different events, flying out, public speaking.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
about to fly out for a movie on Thursday.
Oh yeah. Okay. Where you flying out to?
New York.
Okay. New York, New York. I will look.
Yep. So when you have this type of life, you have a lot of interesting things to say to the girls that I date. See what I'm saying?
Have
What you
all.
do today? Oh shit! Just finished up my book. Got ready to pack and get ready to go shoot my movie. See how player that sounds?
It does. Get her asking a lot of questions like, damn, like, yeah. See, chat, but you see, everything he's saying has honestly nothing to do with the girl. He's focusing on doing shit in his day-to-day life. It's the day-to-day life that gives him the shit to talk about to the girls. A lot of y'all don't know what to talk about because y'all aren't doing shit, but worried about the girl. So that's where y'all
When I
fucking
said
up at.
sculpting, this what I meant by sculpting. Shit like this
How long
with
you been
clay.
sculpting?
I just taught myself a few years ago.
I'm thinking you've been doing shit for years and years and years. You just got a lot of side
Oh,
missions. You just started a lot of side missions.
like this type shit. See,
How long them sculptures be taking you?
20 minutes.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
20
bro.
minutes?
I'm high frequency, bro. Everything that I do.
Oh yeah, I need to pick up some hobbies or some shit because I your girl asked me what I did today. Shit, I did the same old string. You know what I'm saying? Did a little work, worked out. It's the same old for real. But I
But let
gotta.
me say this. Let me say this. Practice on your words. So, like a lot of times, so boom, like your woman to say, "What you do today?" You say nothing. Don't ever fucking say that shit, bro. Don't ever say nothing. You really itemize the shit, so then you really break it down, even if it's nothing to you. Ah, shit, babe. Well, shit. You know, I had to get. I woke up and meditated first. Went to the gym, got a good cardio in. It was leg day. And then after that, I just went to the grocery store, picked up some fruit. I'm trying to eat healthy and shit. I got me some pork chops. I think I'm gonna put them. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll put them on the weekend. Yep. And then after that, I watched a couple of content, some stuff, and I took some notes from my videos to react to for my show on Wednesday.
super
Or you gonna
interesting.
say nothing?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of y'all need
Even
that as
even
well.
if you didn't do shit though, like let me say the least shit day. What you do? So let's say I ain't got no job. What you do today? Man, I'm just I just was just online, just working on my resume, and then just filling out applications. You know, I'm just trying to upgrade my life. You see how better I made nothing
Yeah.
sound?
Even lie don't.
That's how you say nothing.
This nigga really got things going on. I'm interested. Exactly. Exactly. Look, man, we appreciate all the game you gave us today, Afi. I genuinely appreciate you for your time. Chat, if y'all want a book from him, DM Swego. Go ahead and drop. I know you got a book page as well. Which one would you want them to DM?
No, just hit my Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. If you go to my Instagram, all my links are in my bio. You know, a side note too. Let me just tell y'all something. So this is some for real shit too. Cause actually, I'm telling y'all, but I'm actually. Matter of fact, everybody put some prayer signs in the chat real quick before I tell you because I wanna use the power of manifestation. I'm gonna need y'all energy.
Prayers up, prayer hands in the
Tell
chat.
me when I get. Tell me when I get like 10.
Prayer hands in the chat. We need 10 of them things. What's up, Will?
They come in.
We got 3 right there.
We want 10.
Yeah, we need 10.
I'll wait.
Lock in chat. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
How many is
We
that?
got 10. We got more than 10.
See, I just taught y'all a lesson. You see how I could have let y'all. I could have followed y'all, or I could have made y'all follow me. I could have started talking at 6. I could have started talking at 5. That's how you deal with women too. You say what you mean, and then that's what you. Those are your expectations.
They said this nigga used us.
But I'm about to use you, no, for real. So I just had to fuck with you. So no, so look, so this ain't never came up in this conversation. So I'm a big wrestling fan. Um, I got a wrestling podcast on YouTube, and then I got a wrestling channel. They both called Expo Level Wrestling, and so everybody knows that listen to my content that knows it's not like a secret. Like I'm a belt collector. I think I got my newest belt was the $1,000,000. Let me show you that.
Let's see it.
Cause I ain't gotta go get it. Let me show
Hey,
you.
hey, Chad, we need Justin in here. Hold on, because Justin is a wrestling fan, a fanatic.
Let me show y'all.
Oh man, I gotta take a picture of it and send it to him. Let me send it to him.
But see, you gotta be happy about your hobbies though, too. Cause a lot of guys will be like, wrestling, I'ma hide that shit from my bitch. You know, why? If you like it, right?
Right, exactly.
Where'd I go on the cat? Oh, there we go. I see it. Hold on. So look, this the new one. I just got this like
Yeah,
a week ago. It's the million
yeah.
dollar one right here. Yeah. With the green strap.
Have you been to any
There.
wrestling events?
Yeah, multiple WrestleManias, bro.
Okay.
Multiple WrestleManias. And I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. This
That's
the real heavy
tough.
one. This the
That's
new one.
tough. Hold on, let me take a
New
picture of that
one.
one. Nah,
It's that one.
my man's is a WWE fanatic, so I gotta send it to him.
Look at this one. This the personal one. That's how you know I got a throwaway belt. So this is the Afi Kingdom International Real Heavyweight Champion of the game and the King of Books title.
How many belts you got?
Right. 34 now.
Shit.
So anyways, so yeah, I'm using y'all energy still. I thought I forgot. I didn't forget. So everybody, so that was all a part of the story because that was me telling the story. I told y'all how invested I am in wrestling without telling you how invested I am in wrestling. See that? Action. So anyway, so a cat hit me up, and so a lot of reasons why I write a lot of books. It's not to show off, and it ain't to even make money. I'm building a resume catalog for myself because I want to write for WWE. I'm good at character. So on my channel, we don't talk about who won, we lost. We like, I don't know what y'all know of booking, but booking means like the characters, the matches. That's what we talk about. We don't just say who lost. Like you would have to like watch it to understand it. We talk
So
about the
you do like
psychology parts.
breakdowns?
We hit it on the psychology level.
Okay.
So anyways, so I want to be a writer. So if I want to write for wrestling, what does that mean? Well, that means I get to basically be a writer for television.
Right.
On top of that, it's a very global brand. I'm already a brand, so I get to brand through the brand, travel, meet all the celebrities and shit that I like. So boom, that's what I want to do. And I already know that once you get like 1 million in followers and all that, they come to you. They like people with clout,
Right.
especially if you like the product. So that was already the plan. Boom. So another cat hit me up the other day, and he was like, he want to collaborate. Boom. Turn out he worked for WWE. Boom. What? I said I was gonna apply, but since I don't have like broadcasting fucking, but he was just like, you wrote hella books. That's the writing. Boom. So I applied to that shit like 2 days ago. So that's
Okay.
what I wanted you any for
Manifestation. That's
manifestation.
how we
So
do that in there.
yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so if that happened, it wasn't luck. And
Right.
I even told him, I said, bro, I already knew they was hiring, but it took, see, you were the threshold to my dreams.
Right.
And even if it don't happen the first time, now I'm open to doing it again. Now when I email WWE, they say, "Oh, who's this fucking Afi Kingdom always emailing? Let's check his fucking
Right.
shit out." If they check me out, it's over because I know the product too well.
And you got your
Y'all see
resume.
how I break shit down? I break shit down like that on everything, not just this shit. So
You got the
hey,
you got the resume. He said just follow Afia, which account I DM. He said which account does he DM for the books?
um, uh, Afi Kingdom books or just my main one, International Afi. You need to just follow all of them because I post different shit on each one.
Right.
You ain't gotta look. Just when you go to one, you can find all.
There we go, Jordy. Now I'm wishing you luck to your WWE endeavors. Like you said, you are building your resume. We already knew a couple of us knew who you were. They understood how intellectual you were. You feel me? And like you said, it's easy to sell something that you really believe in, and you clearly believe in it. So we're gonna wish you the best of luck. But I really feel like you gonna get that one in the bag.
Yep. And then guess what? That's gonna. Let me tell y'all something. Let me get into my motivational bag real quick.
Let's get it.
So what y'all think it's gonna do to my confidence? It's gonna blow it up. Think about. I'm a player pimp type nigga, right? Oh, cat sauce. What y'all think people think when I say that's what I want to do?
Surprised?
Surprised. They think it's funny and shit. Like they don't do it. Before I said all that shit before that, would y'all had ever guessed
Hell
that's what I
nah.
want to do?
Hell nah. Had no clue.
Right. So that's what I'm saying is it started here. I started a global brand where I got books. People read my books all over the world, dude. My first 4 books debuted #1. um, t-shirts. I got a consulting business. I consult people how to do books, um, webinars, seminars, movies. And guess what? It all started from a bad idea. I started this shit off an LG phone. Nobody believed in me. It was jokes. Oh, you gonna start a YouTube channel? Now you want to be on my podcast though.
Right.
Now you want to know. Now you want to when I'm going to Europe again. Oh, now you want the dates. See, it all started from a bad idea. Believe in your motherfucking self,
Absolutely.
and don't never let that fire die. Because when that fire dies, you die.
That's facts. That's some heavy game right there, chat. Yeah, I know how we feel about the motivation.
I got different bags. I can talk slick or like that, and I can turn it on and off. See, that's the discernment shit. Dealing with women, you gotta learn how to. You gotta know when to tell her baby, and you gotta know when to tell her shut the fuck up. Cause the baby, it's the timing of the shit. You gotta know that.
Timing is everything. We talk about that,
You
chat.
if guess what? If your girl having a bad day at work and you give her a hug before she asks for the hug, you've leveled up twice. She could ask, you can give it to her. If you just know her and do it, souls.
Tell him I was.
Real quick. Let's clarify this. That's my fucking shit. I hear everybody's. I'm the one said take the souls. Yeah, that came from me. You hear Fred? Yeah, because they heard me say it, then they say it. I created that concept for YouTube.
The soul.
Just to let y'all know.
I like the
I
mind.
got it from Hellraiser. I got that from Hellraiser. That's where I stole it from. Y'all ever know Hellraiser with Pinhead, the box? He was taking the souls. That's where I got it from. I hear these niggas talking about taking souls. You can't take souls and teach tender. It's two different levels, bro. That was slick.
Hey, look, I want you to talk about, because there's levels to this shit. I want you to talk about, I don't know if I was in the call, I was watching a callback, or it was a video, or it was a live, and you was talking about how you wrote a letter to a girl, and it made her cry. That's game.
Oh yeah.
That is game. But
I could pull that shit up. I could pull that shit up. I got that type shit. It's
but
poetry.
you feel me? And I feel like a lot of guys, that's where they go wrong when they say when they hear the be a man and dominant, like they try to combine the two when it's really two different things. Or you gotta be a man, but you still gotta, they say, know how to romance. You still gotta know how to treat a girl and how to talk to her and hit her soft spots like that. Cause writing a note to some niggas, they mean it's like that's a simp. But to me, I feel
you gotta learn how to talk to her heart, bro.
that's some super player shit if you ask me.
You're learning to talk to her heart. Like this is a poetry book. This is a dark poetry book. So it's poetry on a dark level. Like, let me see a chapter.
I was about to say, what is dark poetry?
Poetry that triggers women's dark sexual nature.
Oh shit.
So like this is a chapter right here. So this so you gonna be like telling your girl, what's up with the game and all that bullshit. And I'm gonna say, oh, man, something's on my mind. What, babe?
He trying to play the mind game. He trying to play the mind games. Look at, he got the facial expressions and all.
I don't really trust women. I don't know. You can trust me. You see the build up,
the mind game. Oh my, no, this is game chat. He gets it.
Oh. I just wrote something. Can I share it with you? You gonna laugh at me? You the first one I ever shared this to. Just want to.
Yeah. He look at the little side bashful look.
So this is called Betrayal. I remember the look of my mother's face. It was a look of pain and disdain. From the moment friends and family don't care, It showed me love was only emotion. And when someone sees the potion for the city that they desire, it turns into lies. Loyalty lasts as long as one desires. Be careful for your heart and what it desires. It will become your master. Just little shit like that. See, that's
And I got her thinking. Deep poetry
yeah.
with that.
Not thinking, but opening her mind,
There you go.
imagination. Yeah, she's thinking, but the main part is she's
Open it. Yeah,
visualizing.
visualizing. Yeah. That's factual. Chat, let's get some W's in the chat. Let's get some W's in the chat. Look, Api, I appreciate you for your time. We're going to wrap this up. It's past my bedtime over here on the East Coast. You feel me? But I appreciate you. Hope to stay in contact with you. We in the school community together, so I'm sure I'll see you on a couple of different calls. I tapping in with your content. Books as well.
Y'all make sure y'all go to my YouTube, share my content, share my videos, DM me for the free book. And if you need some dating advice, some life advice, or you want to publish a book, or you want to start traveling effectively, then I'll do a consultation with you. You hit me.
Lock in.
We'll do a video chat, Zoom, whatever, phone call. I got you.
Remember, y'all can get advice from more than just one
Oh
person.
yeah, that's Kindom. That's Kindom Consultants. I mean, no, that's dominanceMindset.org.
Dominant.
You know that you know it's real when that's my website. I could have said get girls and shit. Fuck that. It's dominancemindset.org.
You feel me? Now they say OG so real, not for real. Game. Yeah, I told y'all, bro. I told y'all I was looking forward to it. Hey, I appreciate you. I hit him up. He was down.
Y'all really got a webinar. Y'all really got a goddamn webinar masterclass.
Not for real. For free. For free. So y'all better go tap in. Y'all better go tap in.